Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome to Russ Can't Fly.
Perfect.
Man, I'm with a family. I mean, look at this. I'm with a family. Now, as I told you, I promised you, right, that I wanted to be the type of person that was an ambassador for aviation. And so this brother Harold, I know him from the gym. Brother would always show brother mad love. He would hear about me flying and all that kind of stuff. I told him one day we're gonna fly. Well, that one day is here. And he got his youngins with him, so we're gonna go do our thing. Your support of this channel is what makes this kind of stuff possible. So thank you for watching the videos, buying merch, hitting super thanks. And you know I'm getting ready to start subscriptions where I'm going to have a members only section with behind the scenes videos. So your support of all of that makes this happen. I don't want anybody to pay anytime they fly. I want them to just enjoy the flight, understand what aviation is all about, and just enjoy their time. All right, enough talking. Let's get to the airplane. We got some work to do. Gonna get in the plane. We're gonna fly to Lancaster, gonna get a grub, and we're gonna have some fun. All right, we out. All right, what's up, good people? We are now in the plane. We've done that little pre-flight. We've done some other things that we needed to do, and I'm gonna run them through some stuff. I wanted to basically focus on all of the emergency procedures before we got into anything else. And so now we are getting ready to make it happen. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to taxi out, and we're going to do what's called a run-up. A run-up is when I check all my engine instruments, and then that's when I'll explain to you what's what. All right. All right, so flaps are up. Mixture is full rich. Avionics is on. Let's get our weather. Make sure I have my ASOS 418. So this is my comm right here. This is how I communicate with people. And you're going to hear some weather in a minute. That's going to tell me what I need to do in terms of which runway to take. I pretty much already know. Okay, so just want to let everybody know that there was a lot that I did not show before we got into the airplane. I took them all on a, had them out there doing the pre-flight with me, explaining everything from what the fuel looks like when I sump the fuel tanks and the color of the color of the fuel. We went around the different flight surfaces, and so there was a lot that went into what we did before we got into the cockpit. So that's why you didn't see all the traditional stuff of the engine starting and all that kind of thing. But just wanted to make sure that they understood what was happening. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out, I'm going to check my brakes, and then we're going to make a left turn because 2-3 is that way. See how the windsock is pointing that way? We always want to take off into the wind.
The windsock's pointing that way.
So we want to go through into the wind, not against it. All right, brakes are checked. Very good. All right. You're off to see the wizard. Cirrus aircraft at Doylestown. You're going to take 5. This is one of those strange things that doesn't happen often, but this Cirrus aircraft was going on 5, but the winds were favoring 2-3. He didn't answer me, so I'm just like, no, I'm going with the winds. I'm not doing that.
That's the problem?
He's going the wrong way. He's going to take 5. I don't want to take 5. I want to take 2-3 based on the wind. This decision is extremely crucial because for the first time, I have 4 people in this airplane, and the last thing I need to be doing is trying to take off in a tailwind. Doylestown traffic, Cessna 6086 Golf. We're taxiing to runway 23. Gonna be departing out to the west, Doylestown.
Doylestown traffic, Air 78 Tango, radio check.
Loud and clear.
Thank you.
All right, so that's what you're hearing. You're hearing me communicate with these different aircraft. All right?
The different aircraft?
The different aircraft, either in the air or on the ground.
Okay.
See, there's a lot of people sitting and watching.
I thought that was like dispatch or something, but it's just different aircraft.
So this is what they call a non-towered aircraft, a non-towered airport. All right, so I'm going to come up here. I'm going to do a run-up, which that means is I bring the engine up to a certain speed, and I want to check to make sure that my engine instruments are doing what they're supposed to do. All right, this leg, you can put that foot just out a little bit. That way I don't hit your knee.
Oh, that good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Let me move it back a little bit.
No, you're good. You're good. And just so you know, you steer with your feet.
Steer with your feet?
Yeah, see?
Oh, wow. Oh,
That's why I couldn't have you on the pedals.
Oh, wow.
Because if you're on the pedals, I can't steer the plane.
Oh, wow. So this
That's just when you're in the air.
Oh, wow.
On the ground is with your feet.
Oh,
That's why when you were on
walking.
so that's why when you were on the pedals, I'm like,
And I'm
no,
at the
you gotta,
fight you for it.
you gotta get off the pedals.
I get you. Wow. It's,
All right, so this sign is telling me what I can and cannot do. This is kind of the whole short line, so you can't go across that until you are clear. But before we do that, there's some things I need to do. Okay, flight controls. That one's up.
Secure Juliet, radio check.
Down. That one's up. That one's down.
Secure Juliet, thank you.
And elevator looks good.
Competing runway.
Rudder is good. Yeah, 6086 Golf, we're going to be departing runway 23 here. Just finished my run up, so just want to let that Cirrus know.
Roger, this is the Cirrus at 5. We're still awaiting an IFR departure, so go ahead.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. All right, you guys ready? Everybody ready? Thumbs up. Everybody ready? All right, so my taxi landing light comes on. All right. Doylestown traffic, Cessna 6086 Golf, departing runway 23 out to the west, Doylestown.
I can't tell you how excited I am to take this flight, but I feel the weight of tremendous responsibility for keeping these brothers safe.
I'm not making good power by that windsock, and it doesn't look like we are doing what we need to do. I'm going to cut the power, and we're going to abort the takeoff, so just be prepared for that, okay?
not working right.
Yep, if everything is cool, then we'll keep going.
Trying to key them in on things that could happen so they're not surprised.
All right, lined up straight. All right, I see 2-3. 2-3. 2-3. All right. Full power. Heels to the floor. Here we go. All right, engine instruments are in the green. Oil temp, oil pressure all look good. Airspeed is coming alive. And we're off. And running.
I was so glad it was a cooler day because 86 Golf really performed nicely. We were off the runway before we got to the windsock, so I didn't have to abort the takeoff. And man, that plane was climbing nicely.
And you are currently flying over Doylestown. I have to wait until I'm at 1,200 feet, and then I will make my right turn, right cross turn out to the west.
Getting my pilot's license has been such a huge blessing, but this right here just is a huge blessing. Just to be able to fly with these fellas.
Climbing out nicely at 500 feet. All right, climb checklist. I got my mixtures full rich. My throttle is where I want it to be. My taxi landing light is coming on. And I'm about to make my right turn. Doylestown traffic, Cessna 6086 Golf, right cross the turn out to the north. Be west, Slam Causeway time.
As I make my turn out to the west on the way to Lancaster, you can see I'm making some mistakes, fumbling around, but it's just because I'm so dialed in on the flying.
All right, can everybody hear me still?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, very good.
This is beautiful.
We're going to climb up to 4,500 feet. We are currently at 2,500 feet. And I think over there to your right is Lake Nakamixon.
Lake Nakamixon?
Yeah. If you ever go there, you should take the boys there over the summer. They got boats. You can rent boats. Take boats. Lake Nakamixon, yeah.
This is the 5 to Doylestown. We have it cleared yet?
Over the summer though, right?
Yeah, and you see how it's a little hazy? That's just that dew hasn't, like that little fog hasn't built off anything. See that white thing over there? That's another airplane.
Oh, wow.
See him over there? So that's why I'm going to turn, make my way over this way. But see, he's going down. Did you see him?
I saw him. Now I don't see him. Is there another plane?
Yeah, he's like right off. He's like going down. See him?
Up a little higher now.
Yeah. All right, once I get to our cruising altitude, but this is the perfect day to fly. There's no bump. You can see how smooth this is, right? And so that's why picking the day that you fly is the most important. Anytime you hear on the news, so start listening to the weather. If you hear the weather person say a cold front is moving in, that's typically not a good day to fly. Because that cold front, what it does, it's like a big scoop, and it comes and it just moves the air up, and it makes the upper atmosphere very turbulent.
a lot of the winter time is not really good.
The one in the wintertime is good only because the air is cooler, and so when air is cooler, it's thin. So that's why we're actually flying pretty good today. If it was hotter and it was 4 of us, I'd be like, I gotta check you with less fuel. You know what I mean?
I will say the one thing that really truly impressed me about Brother Harold and his 2 boys is that they were very comfortable in this aircraft. A lot of times, the first time you fly, it's a little scary, but they seem to be comfortable. So hats off to all 3 of them.
Oh, I see a plane below us.
See a bunch of bugs?
Yeah, they're like way down there.
Yeah. Now see, say my engine went out. See that field down there? That's a grass runway. See that field right there?
Yeah.
Those are basically grass runways. I would land right there.
Oh, wow. There's plenty of grass one way.
Yeah. Now, some of this is just farms or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's why you can usually do something pretty safe around here if something happens. You know what I mean?
Is that why the airport's out here?
Yeah. And then if worst comes to worst, I believe we're getting ready to go over.
Water?
I don't know if that's the turnpike, the northeast extension, but if I had to, I'd land on that. And you get in where you fit in. All right, I'm at 4,500. Okay, so now I'm going to pull some power back, and we're going to lean out the mixture. What that does is so it doesn't burn as rich, saves some gas, and you don't get that deposits in the cylinder heads. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
All right, Dad, so we are at a good height. We are at 115 miles per hour over the ground. And so what I want you to do is I'm going to give you the controls, and I want you to just keep that smoke where it is and keep this sight picture. All right? So you don't want to pull or you don't want to push too hard, because this is our altimeter. Our altimeter shows us how high we are. So I'm actually going to go down a little bit because I want to be at 4,500 feet.
How do you go down?
Push the nose. All right?
Yeah.
All right, so your controls?
My control.
Your controls. Okay, now. Feel that? All right, there you go. Okay, give me a little bit to the right, just a bit, just a touch. So it's real subtle. Feel that?
Always interesting to see how people respond when they have control of the airplane. Now, rest assured, we talked a lot about what it means to have the controls and what happens if I ask for them back. And what happens if they don't give them back to me voluntarily.
All right, Dad, I see you. All right, more to the right.
I do understand how nerve-wracking this can be. The first time somebody gives you the controls of an airplane that's going 115 miles an hour, it's a scary proposition.
All right, there you go. Fly, baby, fly. See how it keeps tipping? That's why you want to keep your wings level.
Yeah, how far the way goes? Look at that. No, like it goes forever.
All right, so take me to the right just a little bit. See that prop jet?
CJ? You don't have one.
All right, so just this way, just a little bit. There you go.
Is that Philly to our left that we can see?
Yeah, we'll see it a little bit more once
Are y'all recording me flying? Are y'all recording me flying? I'm really driving.
All right, this way, this way, this way. Keep going that way. There you go. No, no, no.
I'm going this way?
Yeah, keep going right. Okay, now, nice and easy. Let it catch up to you. There you go. Perfect. Keep it just like that. Okay, see, that's your... So when you start taking your flight lessons, know that you like to go to the left.
I know I like to go to the
You
left.
like to go to the left. Everybody's got their thing. And your thing is you go to the left. Doing good, Dad. Doing good.
The view's a lot cooler than I expected.
Yeah, so see this over here? That's actually a rock quarry. Yeah, so that's where they get stone and all that kind of stuff. And that's, I think that's another lake, but I can't remember what that is over there. So we're on our way to Lancaster. You guys getting enough heat back there? Is the film a little bit better? Okay. Sorry about that. I had turned it off. All right, Dad, you are doing good. All right, going left again. So give me a little more to the right. Just a little. There you go. The engine's slowing down. That means you're climbing a little bit.
How do you go down?
So just keep it nice and easy, right there, right there. There you go. It's almost like you want to be real light on the control. You know what I mean? On your left over here, brothers, there's going to be an airport right down there. That's Pottstown Airport. So it'll be, if you look down at the wheel, you'll see it in a few. And so one of the things that you'll notice is that there's airports everywhere. Like people just think Philadelphia International Airport. There's all these airports where you could just fly, do your thing. You don't have to worry about, you know, do you have too many liquids or anything like that? You know what I mean? Okay, so you really want to make sure you kind of stay to the left. You don't want to fly over those towers. Go more to the right.
Down 1 runway 6.
There you go. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, right there. Right there. Straighten it out. Next level. Keep it hooked. See how that? Yeah. So now you're doing that. Do you see?
Proper third floor tower. Is your read?
Do I go left?
Nope.
Go right, Mark?
Keep going right. So you want to keep it. Think of your mind like I'm staying to the right. Because if you don't, you end up going left.
If I think my mind, I'm staying to the right, and I'll go straight.
Yeah.
I got you.
And there's that airport down there. Oh, all right. I see that nose coming down.
How do I do it? What do I
So
do?
bring this a little bit back this way. Back. Oh. All right, my controls.
Your control.
All right, my controls. All right, so
That's
nerve-wracking.
Hell no. Hell no, bro. Hell no.
All right, so most of it is if I just turn to the right just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Just a subtle turn. If I want to go to the left a little bit, just a subtle turn. If I want my nose to come up, I pull back on the yoke just a little bit.
So you pull back.
Pull back.
Bring it towards.
Exactly.
I got you. See, that was my issue. I didn't know when you move it forward.
Yeah.
It was
So
going.
forward is down,
I got you.
back is up.
All right, I got you.
Everybody good?
I was hoping we were gonna get to do a barrel roll with that.
That's the one way to get you to really throw up.
So I think it's worth stating that I am not a certified flight instructor, nor am I pretending to be one. And Mr. Harold, who was flying, who's the dad here, is not my student. This was just an opportunity for somebody to experience what it feels like to be on the controls. And so, yeah, just wanted to give him that experience so that he can get a feel for what it's like. Almost something similar to a discovery flight. But of course, like I said, I'm always pilot in command, and this was not flight instruction.
Okay, so these controls are aileron, left and right, elevator, up and down. This is yaw, so watch my feet. Feel that? That's me hitting that's my feet.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you control the nose of the airplane with your feet. That's yaw. All right. This is roll. This is pitch. You got pitch, raw, and yaw.
So, y'all's the feet.
Feet, right?
Pitch is in and out.
Right.
And raw is left and right.
Roll is left and right.
So one thing, when you're actually flying, you're not thinking about nothing.
No. Yeah. Well, that's the one thing about, so the difference between flying VFR, which is visual flight, and IFR, which is instrument. So if we're in the cloud, I can't see out. So then I would just be flying with my instruments. So my instruments are these. This is my altitude. It's called an altimeter. All right? That's that static port and the pitot tube. So it's measuring the pressure between those two. So right now I'm at 4,500 feet. All right, so that's telling me how high I am. This tells me how fast I'm climbing or descending. This is 500 feet per minute. This is 1,000 feet per minute. All right, so that's called my vertical speed indicator. This is my artificial horizon, my attitude indicator. This is telling me sky ground if I can't see.
But you can actually see through there.
And so that's what I be looking at. So like if I'm in the clouds, now I'm just depending on that.
Fine.
because I can't see outside.
What's that doing though? Huh?
Basically, it's showing me, so watch this.
You gotta stay here.
You gotta stay in that dot, right? Because that keeps me right on the horizon. That way I'm not climbing. Now I'm climbing. See how the dot is going up?
Wow. And you want to stay?
I want to stay right at the horizon. That'll keep me from climbing or descending. This is my heading indicator. This is telling me what direction I'm moving. All right?
Heading?
Heading indicator. So we're going a 270. So it's a compass rose. So it's a compass rose, like 360 degrees. So this is 270 degrees. If I went 360, it would be this way. That's north, right? So, but I'm going west.
Oh, so that shows you. So now you know exactly where you're going.
Exactly.
Okay, I got you.
All right. This is my turn coordinator. This tells me what my yaw is. See that little black ball? See those two lines? I was going to keep that ball in the line. If I don't, that means I'm yawing.
Not like a leveler.
No, it's like I'm not flying sideways.
Oh yeah, but you know how you got like the leveler?
Yes,
So yeah, it goes out.
exactly. You're out of balance. And this is telling me, now this is my speed. That's my airspeed indicator. So right now we're going about 115 miles an hour over the ground. And then these are just my fuel gauges, suction, oil temp, oil pressure. These are just other instruments that you use when you're flying instruments, but you don't have to use those. And then this is my exhaust gas temperature. This is telling me how hot my exhaust gases are. And that having it right on the line is making sure that I am flying efficient.
Oh, so most of the flying is pretty much air.
Yeah.
Not pretty much what you think.
Well, the only thing that I do is I always look out, because the flying is always looking out. I just ground through what I'm doing here. So I'm out here, and I look in here, because I know that this much from the thing, I'm flying level.
So you flying level?
I'm flying level.
So what do you mean by this much?
This isn't.
Oh, I got you.
Right?
I got you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are about 16 nautical miles west of the airport. Be descending shortly. These brakes are off. Brake tables and pick up securely fastened. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened as well. Thank you for flying. Russ can Fly Airlines. We have to go to the ground here.
This world is so empty.
It is, isn't it?
Actually, look
Well,
at
so
it.
that's why Pennsylvania people don't realize how much farming we do. You know, I mean, you think of Philadelphia, you know, being urban, but most of Pennsylvania looks like this, man.
These are farms.
It's like farm, yeah. So all those lines that you see down there, those are all farms. Like it's a tower, Cessna 6086 Golf.
6086 Golf, Lancaster Tower.
Like the tower, Cessna Skyhawk 6086 Golf, got information Foxtrot about 10 miles northeast of the field, inbound for full stop landing.
Cessna 6806 Golf, enter left base, runway 13, report 3 east.
Report 3 east, left base for 13, 6086 Golf. All right. So they're expecting us now. All right, so we're starting our descent into the airport.
Did this airfield know we were talking about?
No, so you don't call them until you get close enough because the radios don't go that far. But if you heard me just call, he said, so my hand was 86 Golf. So he said, report 3 out and the left base to the runway. So he's telling me which way to go.
2426 Tango, runway 8 left.
So are you hearing all this 24 Tango, Cessna, blah, blah, blah? That's almost like their license plate number. So that's how they know
42 Golf Tango, I'm sorry.
who's doing what, where.
Sure, Tango.
He knows I'm coming down. And you see, I just slowed the engine down, and now we're descending. And see my vertical speed? Here is, I'm descending 500 feet per minute. See that strip right there?
Oh yeah. That's where we're landing.
Oh, that's where we're landing.
That's where we're landing.
Yeah,
In the front.
right there in the front, yeah. 6086 Golf, about 3 miles out for runway 13.
Cessna 6806 Golf, Lancaster Tower, roger. Make a left turn for me to join the left downwind for runway 13. You're going to be following a Warrior on the left downwind.
Roger that. I'll be doing a left downwind for runway 13, following the Warrior for 86 Golf.
We turn it at 2 Golf Tango. You got traffic at just 12 o'clock a mile, 2,500 feet in the Skyhawk.
Okay, look at 2 Golf Tango.
768 Golf, make that left turn for me. You got traffic at 12 o'clock at Trinidad, 2,000 feet climbing out.
All right, make it left turn down for 86 Golf.
Trinidad 2 Golf Tango, he's making a left turn south time.
Alright, thanks. 2 Golf Tango. Traffic
He's
at
right
2
there,
Golf
you see
Tango.
him?
Yep. You're turning to
72156, right Bravo, ground point 8.
Right, Bravo, ground point 8. Sorry, 210.
Alright.
3076, runway 13, clear to land.
Okay, so now I'm not landing on that runway. They want me to run on this one, right? All right.
Which one?
So see this one?
Yeah, that one right there. On
Right
the
there,
left.
yeah. So
That's the one they want. That's
they want me to land on the
68 Golf, thanks for the help. You can make that right turn now to join the downwind for your current position.
All right, making the right turn for left down for runway 13 for 86 Golf. All right, so I'm gonna fly over this runway because we're going to come into this runway. Taxi landing light comes on. Checking my brake pressure.
76806 Golf, runway 13, clear to land.
13 clear to land for 86 Golf.
1934 Golf, runway 8, line and away, traffic landing runway 13.
And that traffic that is landing in 13, and you can see the runway off to the left there is me. And actually somebody is just landing in front of us.
All right, somebody just landed in front of us.
And so I'm basically preparing myself, you know, doing the downwind, getting ready to go left base, and then a final for a landing in 13. Unfortunately, as luck would have it, of course, you know, cameras seem to die at the most inopportune time. So yeah, my front camera, you know, died on me. So gonna bring it on in and get into the restaurant and eat and call this a fantastic part 1 of a, you know, flying with this dad and his 2 sons. All right, let's get it on the ground.
Let's go right now.
All right, so we got here. We're at Lancaster. I think the camera's cut off at some point. I don't know. You know these cameras are always tripping, but we here. Everybody made it.
Hold on, let me get this for you.
So we're about to go in here. We're going to have some lunch at the flight deck and just kind of hang out. So on the way back, one of the two, we're going to fly. Maybe we'll land in Pottstown and then let somebody else get in the cockpit. So, you know, unfortunately that camera died on me, but we're good. Peace. Welcome to the Pilot's Lounge.
Wow.
This is how we live.
Y'all can just chill.
I can come here, just chill. I can turn on the TV. I can play some pool. Get on a computer. This is how you get down when you fly privately. Lancaster has a nice fixed base operations, or an FBO, and I wanted these brothers to see this. Just they can see how general aviation plays out and what is accessible and all that good stuff. And so this is where I took my check ride. So this is when you take your check ride, that's where you take your driver's license to become an airport. I mean, you know, to get your license.
Yeah, over here.
All right, so we're gonna go here to Florentino's.
Bobby Florentino.
And you may recognize this restaurant. This is where I took wifey the first time I flew her. Very nice restaurant and easily accessible. Hello. Plus the service is absolutely impeccable. I mean, even the fellas noticed how great the service here was. Awesome restaurant for sure. So as you can see, some of these plates are already empty. You know, we grubbing and just talking. So he's still working. He's still working. Youngin over here still picking. You see me, I'm knocking this off. So, but yeah, this is, I mean, out of all the stuff that I do in terms of flying stuff, this is the most important aspect of this whole Ruskin fly journey. So we're gonna finish up lunch and we're gonna get back in the plane. And I really do mean it. I mean, this is the most important thing of the whole Ruskin fly journey, is sharing aviation with as many people as possible and exposing everyone who's interested. So that's it for this video. Sorry it's a little long, but I wanted to include all of this kind of stuff. Russ Kid, Ruskin Fly. See you in part 2.